My name is Alex Wagner. I am a homosexual. The time I felt love, perhaps one most prominent, was when I actually came out. I was 19 at the University of Oregon. It was the end of freshman year, and they asked, tell us something of which you got away with the whole year that nobody knew. And so somebody who did know about me nudged into pretty much my side and said, say it. And so I told everybody in my hall that I got away with being a homosexual the entire year. Nobody knew about it. The reaction I got was applause and hugs. That was one of the most explosive moments of love I felt. When I was hanging out for somebody for a short while, of whom was not open about themselves, they chose instead to get kind of angry with me and to deny me and to, isolate me and say that nothing really existed. And it was quite unfortunate to watch somebody who was struggling with their own identity lash out instead of trying to figure out acceptance. And I've seen many of those examples, I guess, which it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that hate exists, that it sometimes could come from people who might be a part of the community themselves. I felt inspired by the reaction to the Orlando mass shooting nationwide, within the days of it. There were people, hugging persons of the LGBTQIA community, and I saw, the power of love and how that can make people feel and how that can bring people together. And it was beyond impressive, and it inspired me, to keep going and to identify more and be more a part of the LGBT community than I have been in the past. I want our country to move in a direction where I don't have to see posts from friends of mine being called words that they never want to hear to their face. I want a direction that goes over some sort of bridge of education and awareness to parts of this country where it seems to just have not hit yet. So I suppose that's the country moving to a place of educated acceptance, not tolerance. And I think, a byproduct of that then is love. What I would say to perhaps youth of the LGBT community is that you're not alone. Not to let hate isolate you and pin you into a corner and make you afraid to the point where you can't move. Because there's people there who can hold your hand and help you still walk and find your own path and to keep going. So there's resources out there, there's persons out there to help you find your voice, activate yourself in your community, and make you stronger than you've ever been before. I think we're getting to a really great point. Perhaps it's coming out of unfortunate circumstance. Well, more or less it is, because we've been tried multiple times this year, especially from the Orlando mass shooting to questions and wonderment of what are going to happen in politics and all the like, have brought people together stronger. I've seen people become louder, more expressive, more vibrant in who they are as individuals, and I think it's fantastic. I've seen more groups come together than I've seen people pushed away. I guess only then what I want beyond that for the community is for this community engagement to be encouraged more, to make it even more accessible for people to get into resources, to make events, to make gatherings, because that will only continue to strengthen the community and combat times of hate, combat trying times. As we come together and strengthen and make that easier, that's how we will, move on and become better.